This is a very quick overview and how-to for the Vintage Vector Logo Kit. When you download the file, it'll be a zip, so just unzip it and inside there you'll see all these different files. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to this font download instructions and open that up. Inside there, there's a list of all the different fonts I use in this kit, so be sure to check those out, download them, they are all free. And then you have the icons, AI and EPS, and then the logo is AI and EPS. And the logo is right here. This one's a CS6 Illustrator file, and this one's a CS2 Illustrator file. I did include EPSs in case you do not have Illustrator and use an Inkscape or CorelDRAW, something like that, but I do suggest Illustrator as there's some effects used on these that I'm not sure if they're compatible with all the different types of vector programs out there. But I'm just going to jump right in here and you can kind of see what's included. Included are these 9 different logos, and I'll just zoom in really quick so you can kind of get a decent look at how they are. They have a little bit of a range of style to pick from, so there should hopefully be something in there for you. Overall, pretty decent selection. And then as well, there's the icons.ai file, which just has a few different icons. I started making cameras and had a lot of fun, so I made some additional cameras. A couple pickaxes, some wrenches, a diamond, just a few different things. You can kind of mix and match these to hopefully customize these logos however you want. Just some things to look out really quick that might help you save a bit of time or use this file a little bit better. On a lot of these things, I'm using Adobe Illustrator Effects, so you're going to want to make sure that Window and then Appearance is open right here, Window Appearance. And when you have Window Appearance open, which is right here on my screen, if I click on the word mining using the selection tool, you can see that there's a warp arc applied. And if I hit this eyeball on and off, it turns on or off that actual effect. So sometimes, like let's say you're working on this banner right here and it's a little bit difficult to see where the text is. If you turn off that arc, then you can just go right here, change this to be whatever you want. Just select off and click it again, and then turn this warp arc back on by clicking that eyeball in the left hand corner. You can see that it applies the warp arc and it was nice and easy to change. You can also just click on the warp arc text right here to edit it, hit the preview button in the lower left right here, and then you can go ahead and change the actual angle that this is on, so you can kind of customize these quite a bit if you want to. And I have these grouped up because it makes sure that the type and the actual effect of the banner right here stays grouped up nicely, that it looks very consistent. If you don't do that, sometimes it won't look identical and they'll scale out of proportion. It will look pretty bad. So this way ensures that it always works really nice. On this particular one right here that says holiday sale, if you just use the text tool in the middle here and select this word and then you type something new, you can see that it automatically will fit to fill this box. So this one's pretty friendly and easy to use. And you can just type whatever you want and it should automatically scale in there. For all the type on the top and the bottom here, you can see that these are full circles. I did this because it's a little bit easier if you have to adjust or move, because a lot of times the text, you might have to tweak it just a little bit. So I actually left the full circle on there instead of just making a half arc, because on the half arc, if something goes wrong, it can be a real pain to get it to line up again. So then you can just double click inside the actual type here and change this, or double click inside the type on the top and change this to be whatever you want. You can also just click this and hit Control X or Command X, which will cut it, and then you can make a new layer and lock the one on the below. Just paste this up here so you can very easily edit this new one on the top without dealing with that bottom one. I do that quite a bit. And something else to keep in mind here, I adjusted the tracking on a lot of different types in these logos. So if you go up to Window and then type near the bottom and make sure Characters open, it'll bring up the character panel, and that's right here on my screen. If you double click into this type and select it, you can see right here is the tracking. It has a VA and then 2 arrows pointing, or I should say 1 arrow with arrows going out both left and right. It's set to 125. So if I move this back to 0, which is standard or the stock position, you can see it shortens it up quite a bit. So for quite a few of these, I did kick out the tracking a little bit to expand it to fit a bit better. So you can go ahead and select a number here to fit or reduce, however it happens to be for the type of word that you're trying to fit in here. And you can also just click in here and type whatever number you want until it gets looking the way you want it. But overall, everything should be very easy to use. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in either comments in this video, comments on Creative Market, or you can hit me up on Twitter at @Borchert. So thanks so much for watching this, and if this was helpful, please like and favorite. And if you want to see more cool stuff like this, subscribe to the channel. I do my best to keep new stuff coming every week. Thanks for watching.